Well, good afternoon and welcome, everybody. The first Talkin to Takayo of the new year is upon us, which means we're in the thick of things right now. The basketball season well underway, 3 games in, and we're going to talk about those, talk about what's ahead for UNCW this week. The rivalry game coming up on Tuesday night at home against ECU. We'll talk about that matchup. The Seahawks will hit the road once again the end of the week, going to Radford as well. Mike Vaccaro here with Takayo Siddle. Unbelievably, 6th season now as a head coach and a champion head coach as well for the first time sitting in this seat, Coach. So congratulations again on that, what you did last year, that banner raised. But now you flip the page in this season already underway. How excited are you to see what this team is doing, to see the potential that they have moving forward as well with so many new pieces, but great new pieces to this team?
Yeah, thanks for that, Mike, and thanks to everybody who continues to support us, not only at this show, but just overall. So very appreciative of that. Very blessed and thankful to be the head coach here going into my 6th year. It's just like you blink and then, time just flies, and we're in year 6 here. But I'm excited about this group a lot, especially when we get all of our guys back. But right now, the qualities that we have as a basketball team, I get really excited about it because these guys, this is the first time I've had a group like this where we got a bunch of new guys. They love each other. They come to work every day. I'm not dealing with any outside BS. These guys are really about the right things. And with that, Mike, I think we can get better quicker throughout the year. And as a coach, man, that's really all you can ask for.
This is the most you've had to replace, though, in a given year. Obviously, the transfer portal helps aid that for you. You've certainly honed in on that and made that a priority of yours. But what were you looking for in the transfer portal and recruiting overall heading into this year, knowing that you had a lot of pieces to replace?
Yeah, we wanted to bring in good kids. We want to always do that, and I think we checked the box off with that. And then the talent just kind of speaks for itself. We have to be talented to win a championship, and we feel like we've done that. We feel like we've brought talented kids in here. And we wanted to improve our size on the perimeter. I think we did that. We wanted to upgrade our just talent from overall standpoint. I think we did that. So the coaches did a really good job going out and seeking these guys, and we were able to recruit them really hard, get them on campus, and they were excited to be here. So those are some of the things we were looking at. I think we improved our skill level. But, like I said, we're missing 2 of our better three-point shooters, 2 of our better players. So some guys are going to have to step up.
Yeah, Jonathan Lamoth and C.J. Luster out with injuries right now, and that changes the way, you thought you were going to maybe have a 9-10-man rotation. Right. It's not quite what you thought at this point right now.
Yeah, as a coach, you kind of get stuck in your ways, right? So we practice the same way. We practice a certain way throughout the summer and the preseason. And, we were geared up, ready to play fast and do some different things on offense and defense. But then, you suffer a couple injuries to some very important guys. So you can't be stubborn. You have to really evaluate what's best for your team, and that's what we've done as a coaching staff, slowing it down a little bit more, trying to use our perimeter size to post up a little bit, drive the basketball. We've made some tweaks that we feel like can help us win and survive this non-conference, and then get those guys back in the fold here later on next month, and then we'll be ready to roll.
Does it help when you go to the transfer portal, you kind of stay older? I mean, again, you were a veteran team last year. It seems like that's what it takes to win these leagues these days. Does it help that you have a veteran team, even with some guys that you're missing right now?
It does. It does help, Mike. It helps when you look at just them preparing from day to day, having a business-like approach, taking care of what they need to take care of. So they're grown men, and they act like it. But when you talk about the in-game stuff, that takes a while. Getting used to the game pressure, getting used to the rhythm of the game, the physicality, all of that stuff, getting used to winning games against teams that I like to call lions. When we go lion on lion, getting used to winning those type of games, that just takes time. And that's part of the journey. And, I'm excited about, going through it with these guys.
And it was funny to hear you say, hey, that's October basketball. In the exhibition games, you kind of saw a lot of little things that, were good, some things that were bad. But, again, I think some of that is expected because there's so many new pieces on this team currently.
Yeah, when you look back at the exhibition games, Mike, we didn't even really prepare for our opponent. We didn't do any scouting reports. And I think our guys handled that well. Trying to figure it out on the fly it was messy, but the competitive nature, I think it really shined out on the floor, especially when we played High Point. I thought it was a game that we won. We just made a couple bonehead mistakes at the end, but against a team in a lot of mid-major polls that are ranked number 1. And I thought we could have beat them by 10, 15 if we would have scouted them. But I thought the guys handled that well. A lot of things that we were able to learn from and clean up. So that was a positive going into those coming out of those exhibition games. But it just takes time, man. It really does.
When you look at this roster and a couple of the holdovers, obviously Noah Ross, Nolan Hodge, and Greedy Williams, how much do you lean on them to be leaders and really be the culture? Tell everybody what this program is about and what it means to be part of this team.
Yeah, I've really leaned on them. Noah and Nolan especially, and then Greedy as of late, he's starting to come into his own as a leader, which we need him to be that for us. But those guys are setting the tone in the locker room. They're making sure that we're doing our process right. They're getting the guys ready for what's next, how I'm going to act, how we're going to practice after a loss, whatever it may be, to have that leadership and that experience in the locker room from guys that have been here and done it is very important. It was huge for us last year, and it's going to be even more this year coming up.
From a fan's perspective, broadcaster's perspective, you see some of the performances, Nolan Hodge and Greedy Williams, really those two in particular, and it seems like their games, it's a different level this year. Is that what you're seeing? Is that what you're expecting from those two guys?
Yeah, expecting Nolan to be one of our leading scorers and a guy that's been extremely aggressive, one of the best two-way perimeters in the CAA. He's more than capable of it. He's ready for it. He's put in a lot of time and work. So has Greedy. Greedy's ready to take on new responsibilities as our floor general and a guy that's he should lead our conference or be one of the top assist guys in our league in the country. And then Noah, it's time for him to step up, and he's ready for that. To take on more of a scoring load and do some different things on the offensive end. So those guys have put in a lot of work. They're great kids, very coachable. They know it's their time to step up, and I think they're ready for it.
Yeah, we've seen some of that so far, 3 games into the season. We'll take our first break here. When we get back, we're going to dive into those first 3 games of the regular season with Coach here and get his thoughts on a 2-1 start right now for UNCW men's basketball. We'll take a break back in just a moment here at Buffalo Wild Wings here on Old Eastwood Road.
Big news, Wilmington. The basketball season's biggest winner is the Pick 6 Meal for 2. Just $19.99 at Buffalo Wild Wings. Choose 2 entrees, 2 sides, and 2 drinks for one unbeatable price. Go for boneless wings and any of our 26 sauces, crispy chicken dippers, or double-stacked cheeseburgers with fries, tots, or wedges. Pick 6 starting at only $19.99. Only at Buffalo Wild Wings. Taxes and fees extra. Not valid with other offers. See server for details.
The fans came out today, David. That's right, Gabe. Big games mean bigger tailgates. Check out that Ford F-150 truck, a championship caliber performance. Oh, flawless execution, Gabe. Smart, powerful, and with available Pro Power on board, F-150 just took this tailgate over the top. Game on, David. For the latest offers on Ford F-150, go to buyfordnow.com to see your Carolina Ford dealer today. See owner's manual for important operating instructions.
All-Star Flags is the Cape Fear source for all of your flag-related needs with high-quality American-made flags and poles. We also specialize in custom flags and banners, including the championship banners hanging within Trask Coliseum. All-Star Flags offers full-service installation on flagpoles, both residential and commercial. Visit our showroom and browse through our selection of U.S., state, military, sports, and international flags. Or check us out online at allstarflags.com. All-Star Flags, quality in every star.
It doesn't matter if you're running drills at the park, playing pickup on a Saturday, or sinking the final putt. When you compete with your friends with Michelob Ultra on the line, competition isn't that friendly. The trash talk, next level, and the stakes, oh, those are crystal clear. With only 95 calories and superior smooth taste, it's the ultimate trophy. Superior is worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025, Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Keith Altman with Alpha Mortgage. As a former Seahawk, I know the importance of teamwork. So whether you're here at Trask Coliseum or at beautiful Brooks Field, take comfort in knowing that my team has you covered. From downtown to the suburbs to the beach. Give Alpha Mortgage a call. And go Hawks!
Looking for more than a gym? At O2 Fitness, it's about more than workouts. It's about how you feel, live, and move every day. Enjoy luxurious amenities, spacious turf, top-tier equipment, and expert guidance from personal training, Renew Wellness, and Loop Nutrition. Whether it's a quick lift or a full recharge, you'll find the space, support, and energy to show up as your best self. Feel stronger, live well, do more with O2 Fitness.
Feeling run down trying to keep up with your kids, grinding at work and the late night football games or streaming sessions are catching up to you? Turn the momentum in your favor. VitaFlow Wilmington has the vitamins and nutrients your body needs for optimal health. As soon as you walk into our state-of-the-art, fully sanitized facility, our professional team of registered nurses help personalize your treatment to become the healthiest and most efficient you. VitaFlow Wilmington is here for your health and wellness 7 days a week. Call us today at 910-222-8859 and get revitalized.
VitaFlow.
Hey you got a sale coming up, your company have some special offer, a big event. There's no better way to spread the word around town than on the radio. Word of mouth advertising starts right here. See, people in this town, they wait to the last minute to do everything. Make plans for the weekend, buy your concert tickets, whatever. Radio is a great way to reach people right before they make their buying decision. We get people on the move, in the car, driving to the shop. Get heard, get noticed, get results, get radio.
Hi, it's Holly Shaw, General Sales Manager at Sunrise Broadcasting. We'd love to get working for you. To get started, go right now to this station's website or social media.
UNCW men's basketball season underway here. We're talking to Takayo Siddle, head coach of the Seahawks. Mike McCarroll with you. Again, 3 games already in the books here. UNCW 2-1 to start this season. Coach, let's go back a week or so, kicking things off against Mount Olive. The Trojans coming to town here. A 106-77 win for UNCW over Mount Olive. What was your key going into this against them?
I'm just making sure that we got a little bit better. Making sure that we didn't, take our opponent lightly and that we were focused on the right things. I just wanted to make sure that we got a little bit better, and I thought we did.
In this game, you have 5 in double figures. Nolan Hodge led the way with 21, a career-high tying. 8 of 14, 4 of 6 from three-point range. Again, you talked about him and developing now in his senior season. Are you drawing some more things up for him than maybe you did in the past?
Yeah, a few more things. Trying to post him a little bit, trying to run him off some screens. Right now, he's our best three-point shooter. So we're having to run him off some different things and try to stab him into the post some. And he's going to have to take on more of an offensive responsibility. And like I said before, he's ready for it.
I know you love the size. You had size last year. That was a key. You continue to have size this year. And Patrick Wessler, a double-double in this game with 17 points, 14 rebounds, career highs for him. Transferred from Virginia Tech, but you're utilizing him much more than the way he was utilized with the Hokies here, and he's delivered so far.
Yeah, Patrick is doing a really good job for us. I think what people need to understand is that he's never been in a role like this before, a starting role where he's being counted on. And so everything that comes with that, the preparation, from game to game, being locked in 100% of the time, it's all a process for him. And he's getting there. I think you'll see him playing his best basketball the back half of our season. But he's doing some really good things for us right now.
True, kind of a back to the basket, old school almost post player. You like that?
I do. I think, I was talking to Coach Paul last night. I think we need to try to work on him sealing a little bit more like Harlan was, and not try to rely on him to back down as much. So just getting a mixture of that. But he is a threat to throw the ball down there, and he can score with his back to the basket. He can pass it really well. On him about rebounding a little bit better. But like I say, he's going to continue to get better throughout the year, and he'll be playing some really good basketball the back half of our season.
And you mentioned the passing. I like that he recognizes when the double teams, triple teams come and can find the open guy very quickly. He's got good court presence out there.
He does. He's a little inconsistent with it right now, just trying to get used to, people double teaming, people really digging and sitting in his lap, being able to make those reads in chaos. So he's inconsistent right now, but he's working to get better at it. But he's a guy that's low turnovers, can really see the floor. He's got an overall game that we really like, and we get excited about his development.
Again, he hasn't been utilized like this before. Is stamina his big thing? Is that something that you kind of keep an eye on to kind of make sure he's fresh out there?
Yeah, we're trying to get him, play him in 2-minute spurts, get him in and out. We don't want to play him more than 4 to 5 minutes. So we're just trying to figure out how we can have him be the most successful out there on the court. So that right there, that's on Coach Ponder, that's on me, to make sure our substitution patterns are working the right way.
Big rebounding edge in this game, plus 21 as well, 53 to 32, 54 points in the paint. Not just the bigs, but the penetration as well. Obviously, those are big numbers, but as we've talked about early on, you feel like rebounding throughout the season is going to be very important for this team.
It's going to be important. We were plus 8 in the rebounding margin last year. We were really good last year in a lot of areas. It took us a while to get going, but we were plus 8 in the rebounding margin. We led the conference in offensive rebound percentage, defensive rebound percentage. That is a huge key to winning games consistently, and we have to continue to be about that.
Again, we mentioned Greedy Williams. He had 14 points in this game as well, and it seems like not just being your point guard and distributing the basketball, but he's looking for his shot a little bit more, and at times he's been taking some perimeter shots as well, which we haven't seen previously.
Yeah, he's been working on his game. He had a great summer, great preseason. He's shooting the ball better. He's still a low-volume guy. He doesn't take a lot of them, but the ones that he takes, in practice, he made them at like a 45% clip through the preseason. So we're going to need him to step up and be aggressive from beyond the arc. And, he's really good at driving the basketball, facilitating, doing some other things. So he's going to need to put together overall games for us.
Yeah, you see him really coming into his own here this season. Greedy Williams, again, one of 5 Seahawks in double figures. The Seahawks won that game 106-77 back on November 3rd. The home opener, season opener for UNCW with the victory against Mount Olive. We'll take a break. When we get back, we'll talk about the first road game for UNCW, Kent State last week. We'll talk about that next. Stay with us.
At Reed's Jewelers, we know that the rules of engagement were made to be broken. So don't settle for the first ring you see in the case. When you put a ring on it, make the moment your own with something that's just as unique as your love. Whether you're going big, keeping it subtle, or finding a happy medium, we're here to help you say I do with a one-of-a-kind design. Because doing things your own way is what makes them mean everything. Visit Reed's Jewelers in store at Mayfair Town Center and Independence Mall, or online at reeds.com to chat with an expert today.
Kennedy's Real Estate Service is your local company for all your residential, brokerage, management, and appraisal needs in the Wilmington and New Hanover County area. Tim is not only a UNCW alumni, he has been your friendly broker since 1994 and providing residential appraisals since 1997. Give him a call, 910-799-1068, or visit him on the web at KennedyRES.com.
Dr. Christopher Branco of Oleander Chiropractic wants you to know that you don't have to be a UNCW athlete to be treated like one. Stop by Oleander Chiropractic on Oleander Drive in the Arboretum behind Port City, Java, and you'll get the best care in a safe, comfortable family atmosphere. Dr. Branco has 15 years experience and is the official chiropractic consultant of UNCW Athletics. Oleander Chiropractic is open Monday through Friday with morning and evening appointments available. Most insurance is accepted. For help, tips, and coupons, visit OleanderChiropractic.com.
Right now, someone in a Hardee's kitchen is about to warm up your winter with the new grilled cheese bacon burger. Charbroiled 100% Angus beef, bacon, and Swiss and American cheese melting on our soft, buttery sourdough. And our new grilled cheese breakfast sandwich with sausage or bacon and a fried egg. Cozy up to the goodness of the new grilled cheese bacon burger and breakfast sandwich. For a limited time, only at Hardee's. Cinnamon rolls and biscuits are back. Unwrap them while you can. Only for a limited time at participating restaurants.
The Coast is calling. Spend your next 4 years at UNC Wilmington. Learn more at uncw.edu/coast.
Hit the water with confidence in a Carolina skiff rigged with the ultimate Suzuki outboard from Marine Warehouse Center. These boats are designed for stability and ease of use, making them ideal for fishing trips and family excursions. Suzuki brings customers the ultimate lightweight, efficient, and reliable 4-stroke power outboards. To get your Carolina skiff powered by Suzuki, call Marine Warehouse at 910-799-1277 or visit marinewarehousecenter.com.
Hi, I'm Joey Pollard, local owner of Winterworld right here in Wilmington. You may have seen me and my daughter Hannah on TV over the years. We're proud to be your local experts in exterior remodeling. Whether supplying storm protection or security, Winterworld still has you covered. Thank you, Wilmington, for all your support over the years. Winterworld, Wilmington's choice for 25 years in counting.
Let Marine Warehouse help you build your dreams. Order a custom pair boat to your exact specifications and have it expertly rigged with a Mercury 4-stroke outboard. Pair Marine delivers superior quality at an affordable price. And Mercury outboards are engineered to make every moment on the water unforgettable. At Marine Warehouse, we take pride in working with Pair to deliver a boat that's perfectly tailored to your lifestyle. Contact Marine Warehouse today, 910-799-1277, or visit marinewarehousecenter.com.
The Coast is calling. Spend your next 4 years at UNC Wilmington. Learn more at uncw.edu/coast.
Nice day on the coast here in Wilmington today. Mike Takayo with you. Takayo Siddle talking to Takayo here on this Monday afternoon. Back at it next Monday as well. Buffalo Wild Wings Old Eastwood Road location. UNCW once again 3 games in, 2-1 on the season. First road test of the season came last week at Kent State. Coach, again, you did a great job, I think, scheduling your road games. You're looking to play that Power 4, Power 5 school. You're trying to play teams, mid-major, if you will, but ones that kind of mirror some of the opponents you'll face during the season. This is one of them in Kent State. Who did they remind you of?
It reminded me a lot of Towson with their physicality and toughness and size. A little bit of Hampton. But I think they score better than both of those teams, and a little bit deeper. It's a really good team. I think that's the NCAA tournament team. Great depth, well coached, very sound on both ends of the floor. Got good experience, about 11 deep. They're a good basketball team.
You had a lot of messages to your kids as well before this first road game, a lot of new faces. What were some of the messages, some of the things you were trying to relate to them before this contest?
First road game with a new group, first Division I game, being on the road, and I wouldn't say the environment was hostile. They had a decent little crowd in there, but against a really good opponent, some things that have come up over the years. Blocking out the external factors, whether that may be the crowd noise, the calls, whatever it may be. Making sure that whatever was going on in the game, we could focus in on our game plan and execute it, adhere to our system. Some of those things like that, and playing with discipline, just being who we are as a group, and then being themselves as individuals. Because, in chaos, with young guys, kind of get out of whack. They just play to play sometimes. And so just trying to get them to focus on that. But I had a feeling it was going to go the way that it did. This generation is they go through it, and then they have to learn from it. So I think that game was it was great for us because we had to experience that, reeling back in after watching film. And, we had some elite practice days before we headed into our next game against Upstate.
Yeah, it was a setback here, 86-77. A little bit of a slow start as well. And I thought you had the looks. Everything was running from that standpoint. Looks inside, looks from the perimeter. Those shots just were not falling early on. Right. Anything that you saw as you looked at that tape?
Yeah, it wasn't. The shots would have been nice. But as a coach, you don't really look at that stuff. I don't. I look at the game flow. Is our toughness there? Is our physicality there? Are we executing the game plan? And we weren't. And they caught up to us. They got off on us really early. We fought back. Then when the pressure really came on that last 6-7 minutes, we ran out of gas. And all of the stuff that I talked about before, the lack of toughness, the lack of physicality, it was magnified in that last 6-7 minutes, and we really didn't have a chance.
Down as much as 22, got it tied a couple times in that second half. So what changed to get it tied? Like I said, maybe ran out a little bit of a gas at the end, but what changed to get you guys back even?
I mean, we got tougher. We got a little bit tougher. We started handling the physicality a little bit better. With that, our defense improved. These guys nowadays, if you defend, they get in. I mean, if you defend with energy, right, your offense is good. If your offense is bad, you don't defend with energy. So a little bit of that came into play. But I thought we increased all of those things and started playing some decent basketball. But, we ran out of gas at the end because we just weren't tough enough to start.
In the end, out rebounding Kent State here, 40-38. The difference on the glass there is +2. 3 in double figures. Nolan Hodge with 21. Patrick Wessler, another double-double, 17 and 10. And he had a rough first half in this game. He missed a lot of shots around the rim, but really picked the pace up in the second half, I thought.
Yeah, just, his first Division I game, being a starter and somebody that we count on. There's a lot of chippies that he left out there. I thought he did a really good job in the second half, sealing deeper in the paint. His teammates did a great job finding him on dump-offs, and he was all over the glass. But like I said, Mike, he is going to be a beast as he continues to get better throughout the year.
And again, every game you play, win or lose, it seems like this is learning.
Oh, yeah.
Learning to get ready for, late December, January conference play as well.
Yeah, it's, whether we win or lose, Mike, it's right after. We have to get better. That's it. We just have to focus in on our process of getting better every single day. That's what November is about. This non-conference is all about us just getting a little bit better every single day, and we've done that.
Well, this team gets better after losses as well. The record will prove that. We're going to talk about that when we get back, as the Seahawks on Saturday took on USC Upstate, trying to bounce back from that road loss against Kent State. That'll be next. Stay with us. More to come after these messages.
Big news, Wilmington. The basketball season's biggest winner is the Pick 6 meal for two. Just $19.99 at Buffalo Wild Wings. Choose 2 entrees, 2 sides, and 2 drinks for one unbeatable price. Go for boneless wings and any of our 26 sauces, crispy chicken dippers, or double stacked cheeseburgers with fries, tots, or wedges. Pick 6 starting at only $19.99. Only at Buffalo Wild Wings. Taxes and fees extra. Not valid with other offers. See server for details.
At Pawn USA, we buy, sell, trade, and loan money on almost anything. Buying? Come check out our amazing inventory at our 5 convenient locations. Selling? We can give you cash or a loan for your items on the spot. Find the Pawn USA nearest you in Wallace, Charlotte, Leland, and in Wilmington, and we'll work with you for an enjoyable and beneficial experience. Ask about our free layaway plan and check us out at pawnusa.net and on eBay. There's always a new find at Pawn USA.
Hampton Inn University and Hampton Inn Suites Landville Park are proud UNCW Seahawks sponsor. Award-winning hotels providing rooms, suites, catering, and meeting rooms. Ask for the Seahawks special. Call 910-399-9006. That's 910-399-9006. HamptonInn.com and support the Seahawks.
You don't need to shout to be heard. Just get in front of people already looking for what you offer. Digital ads do just that, targeting your ideal customers by interest, behavior, and location, right where they spend time online. From awareness to decision, we help you reach them at every stage of the buying funnel. And pairing digital with radio, it can boost your website traffic up to 4.5 times.
Have I got your attention now?
Let us help you turn awareness into action, on air and online. Call us today, 910-632-2134, or visit advertisesunrise.com.
Hi, I'm Joey Pollard, local owner of Winterworld right here in Wilmington. You may have seen me and my daughter Hannah on TV over the years. We're proud to be your local experts in exterior remodeling. Whether supplying storm protection or security, Winterworld still has you covered. Thank you, Wilmington, for all your support over the years. Winterworld, Wilmington's choice for 25 years and counting.
I'm Josh Barber for Capital Ford Lincoln of Wilmington. It's our desire to be Wilmington's premier source for all your automotive needs. Our knowledge, selection, and most importantly, customer service is second to none. Whether you're in the market for a new or used vehicle, need regularly scheduled maintenance, technical repair, or collision service, we invite you to experience the way we do business. So come see us at Capital Ford Lincoln of Wilmington on Oleander Drive and let us be your car dealer. Remember, if you buy anywhere else, you'll pay too much, and go Seahawks.
Preparing for the big game, athletes practice countless hours year-round. Then, it's game time, and their fans get to see the results, cheering on their team to a win. At Coastline Insurance, we're working hard behind the scenes, preparing for when you need us, because we want our customers to be our biggest fans. Let Coastline Insurance shop your coverage and find out why we say, when we shop, you win. Find us online at coastlineinsurance.com.
It doesn't matter if you're running drills at the park, playing pickup on a Saturday, or sinking the final putt. When you compete with your friends with Michelob Ultra on the line, competition isn't that friendly. The trash talk, next level. And the stakes, oh, those are crystal clear. With only 95 calories and superior smooth taste, it's the ultimate trophy. Superior is worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025, Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Looking for more than a gym? At O2 Fitness, it's about more than workouts. It's about how you feel, live, and move every day. Enjoy luxurious amenities, spacious turf, top-tier equipment, and expert guidance from personal training, Renew Wellness, and Loop Nutrition. Whether it's a quick lift or a full recharge, you'll find the space, support, and energy to show up as your best self. Feel stronger, live well, do more with O2 Fitness.
When it comes to industrial, hydraulic, hose, and marine supplies, FP Fensel Supply Company is a company you can trust. If we don't have what you need in stock, we'll get it. If you need help troubleshooting a problem, we'll do our best to solve it at competitive prices. We call it the Fensel Focus. Simply put, we know trust comes from a good experience
and we've been providing that to our customers from Wilmington to Jacksonville for 50 years. On the web at fenselsupply.com. That's FENSEL supply.com.
Talking to Takayo here on this Monday afternoon. Buffalo Wild Wings Old Eastwood Road location. Mike Vaccaro with you alongside the coach, Takayo Siddle. Talking UNCW men's basketball. So 1-1 after the tough road setback at Kent State last week. Coming back home. We mentioned UNCW after losses. The last, since year 2, we don't include that first year. It's a crazy year. COVID's still around. So since year 2, UNCW now 26-9 in games following a loss. That says a lot right there, how focused you are, Coach, to bounce back. Take us into that, though. What happens after a loss? How do you kind of right the ship so quickly, it seems like?
Well, it depends on what year you're talking about. It's different for each team that I've coached. Some teams need a little bit more loving. Some teams need a little bit more tough love. But this one in particular, it was a little more loving. You know, these guys right here, I have a few guys that don't take well to the tough love as much. These guys, like I've learned this generation, the confidence isn't like, it's a big thing. Making sure you keep their confidence up, it's a big thing. And so we just got back to it. We showed the tape. I gave all of them some tough love during the film session. Challenged them in a lot of ways. We got back in the gym, had 2 really hard practices because we've been practicing different, Mike, because I only have 8 scholarship guys that were playing. Our walk-ons are doing a good job of stepping up and helping, but we've had to practice different. And I thought that showed in the Kent State game. We practiced hard, and I thought it translated over to the game very well. Thought the guys played with great intensity, great effort, and we were able to come away with a good win.
It was a physical game as well, as evident to the fouls call, and you get to the free throw line 28 times, convert 21 of 28. Surprised at all by the physicality of that game?
No. They're well coached. He does a really good job. That was a point of emphasis of ours, to handle their physicality, take the fight to them, be the tougher team. We were diving on the ground. We were chesting drives, competing at the rim. We were doing a lot of really tough things, and that's been something that I've challenged these guys with, being tougher, being more physical. That game helped us out a lot, especially going into the next one. So I'm very, very, very happy with our guys right now.
73-60 the final score in this game. Again, 21 of 28 from the free throw line. That was a big factor there. Madison Durr off the bench with 16 points, 4 of 7 from the field, 8 of 11 from the free throw line as well. This is a guy who was the second leading scorer at Monmouth last year. Now he's coming off the bench. So let's start there. What does that tell you about this kid that I'm sure he wants to start, but he's doing what the team needs him to do, and currently that's coming off the bench?
Right. Tells me a lot about his character. Comes from a great family. When we were recruiting Madison, his main focus was trying to find somewhere where he could go and win. He's never wavered that at all. When he found out he was coming off the bench, didn't have to deal with any issues. He was just excited to be a part of it, just wants to win. And when you have a group of guys like that, you can get better. Like I said, you can get better, and you can be very dangerous as you go into the end of the year.
He's more or less Greedy's backup, but at times they're on the court at the same time. What do you like with that, when they're on the floor at the same time?
I think he's more of a combo guard anyways. So to be able to free him up, be able to free Greedy up a little bit to where they don't have to have the responsibility of handling the ball all the time, is great. They're both different. Madison's really aggressive, touching the paint, finishing at the rim, more of a scorer than Greedy. But I think they complement each other well. So to have 2 playmaking big guards out there at the same time, I think it's going to benefit our team.
Christian May in double figures. I know he started struggling a little bit from the perimeter, but he hits a big 3 here in this game. It seemed like a big relief off his shoulders with that.
Yeah, he's one of those guys. He's a confidence kid, right? We have to make sure we keep his confidence sky high. I think we've infused that in him from day one. He's playing a different role than he played at Towson. I think his sophomore year he had a more of a scoring load to take on, but now we're asking him to do a little bit more in the scoring department for us, asking him to be the best two-way guard in the league. We're asking him to do that, and I think he's more than capable of doing that. But if you look back at our stat sheet last year early on, we did not shoot the three ball well, and a lot of teams right now aren't shooting the basketball well. It just takes time to get that game conditioning and the game rhythm, and I think you're going to see him continue to get better throughout the year and shoot the ball at a high clip.
Another guy I want to point out, Gavin Walsh, only 4 points but 11 rebounds. This is a guy that was one of the nation's best rebounders last year at Binghamton. Where do you see his game and his role right now as he's also coming off the bench like Madison Durr? Yeah, he was one of those guys, Mike, that I gave. He heard some. We had a meeting, a one-on-one meeting after the Kent State game, and he got some tough love for sure. He reeled himself back in after taking some hard coaching. He worked his tail off, just being who he is, right? That's all I want him to do. Rebound at a high level, be the toughest guy on the floor, knock down open, catch and shoot threes, cut off the ball, mix your game up a little bit. He did that. I thought he played a really good game on Saturday for us, and I'm excited to watch him continue to grow in our system. He got the toughness chain, didn't he?
He got the toughness chain. It wasn't because of the game that he had. It was because of how he just battled through adversity all week, and it paid off for him. He had 8 defensive rebounds. I'm very, very proud of him, and like I said, I'm excited to see him continue to grow under us.
You look at the transfer portal and you look at these guys going from school to school, but it's not easy.
No.
Because like you said, we've been talking about with Patrick Wessler and other guys, your role at one place is this. Now your role at this place, sometimes totally different. Yep. It's an adjustment for sure.
It is. It is an adjustment. It's an adjustment for them to come into this program, and I'm not saying our process is the best. We're always trying to tweak it and make it better. But it's rough when you are held accountable for every step that you take. And, you're asked to be a winner in every area of your life. You got this little 5'10" crazy guy on you about everything, and being relentless to try to get you to be great. And so it's tough for him. That's why it's so important that we have high character guys, because when you have a group of high character guys, they take coaching better. They handle the process better. And that's why I'm excited about this group growing very fast and being an elite team later on in the year because of all of those qualities that I just mentioned.
Yeah, talent is one thing, but put character along with that certainly has the makings for a special team here this year for UNCW. So again, they bounce back. They get that win against USC Upstate, 73-60, the final score. Now 2-1 on the season. We'll take a break. When we get back, our Carolina Ford Dealers Player of the Week. We'll see if you know who it is. We'll let you know in just a moment. Back after this.
Pepsi Zero Sugar has taken its flavor to the next level. A Zero Sugar Cola has never tasted this good. But we don't expect you to take our word for it, so we're putting it to the test. Starting with me. My mouth is watering already, so I think we can skip the drum roll and get right to the main event. Cue the fireworks. We have an official best Zero Sugar ever. It's delicious, it's refreshing, and it's so good you'll need to try it for yourself. Trust me. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Zero never tasted so good. That's what I like.
You got next. The next open road. The next uncharted trail. With Ford Bronco and Ford Bronco Sport, you've got the next great SUV. Equipped with a blend of off-road performance, on-road precision, and plenty of power to conquer the next adventure. For the latest offers on the new Bronco or Bronco Sport, you got next. Only at your Carolina Ford dealer.
Kennedy's Real Estate Service is your local company for all your residential, brokerage, management, and appraisal needs in the Wilmington and New Hanover County area. Tim is not only a UNCW alumni, he has been your friendly broker since 1994 and providing residential appraisals since 1997. Give him a call, 910-799-1068, or visit him on the web at KennedyRES.com.
Dr. Christopher Branco of Oleander Chiropractic wants you to know that you don't have to be a UNCW athlete to be treated like one. Stop by Oleander Chiropractic on Oleander Drive in the Arboretum behind Port City, Java, and you'll get the best care in a safe, comfortable family atmosphere. Dr. Branco has 15 years experience and is the official chiropractic consultant of UNCW Athletics. Oleander Chiropractic is open Monday through Friday with morning and evening appointments available. Most insurance is accepted. For help, tips, and coupons, visit OleanderChiropractic.com.
All-Star Flags is the Cape Fear source for all of your flag-related needs with high-quality American-made flags and poles. We also specialize in custom flags and banners, including the championship banners hanging within Trask Coliseum. All-Star Flags offers full-service installation on flagpoles, both residential and commercial. Visit our showroom and browse through our selection of U.S., state, military, sports, and international flags. Or check us out online at allstarflags.com. All-Star Flags, quality in every star.
At Hardee's, every Tuesday is now Tender Bender Tuesday. Right now, download the Hardee's app and join My Rewards. Buy 3 hand-breaded chicken tenders, get 3 free. It's Tender Bender BOGO every Tuesday now through June 2026. This Tuesday, get 3 tenders, free. Next Tuesday, get them free. The Tuesday after that, you guessed it, free. Buy 3 tenders, get 3 free. Another great benefit for My Rewards members. Only at Hardee's. Registration and app required. Available for limited time at participating restaurants. See app for terms.
Hit the water with confidence in a Carolina skiff rigged with the ultimate Suzuki outboard from Marine Warehouse Center. These boats are designed for stability and ease of use, making them ideal for fishing trips and family excursions. Suzuki brings customers the ultimate lightweight, efficient, and reliable 4-stroke power outboards. To get your Carolina skiff powered by Suzuki, call Marine Warehouse at 910-799-1277 or visit marinewarehousecenter.com.
Feeling run down trying to keep up with your kids, grinding at work and the late night football games or streaming sessions are catching up to you? Turn the momentum in your favor. VitaFlow Wilmington has the vitamins and nutrients your body needs for optimal health. As soon as you walk into our state-of-the-art, fully sanitized facility, our professional team of registered nurses help personalize your treatment to become the healthiest and most efficient you. VitaFlow Wilmington is here for your health and wellness 7 days a week. Call us today at 910-222-8859 and get revitalized.
VitaFlow.
Let Marine Warehouse help you build your dreams. Order a custom pair boat to your exact specifications and have it expertly rigged with a Mercury 4-stroke outboard. Pair Marine delivers superior quality at an affordable price. And Mercury outboards are engineered to make every moment on the water unforgettable. At Marine Warehouse, we take pride in working with Pair to deliver a boat that's perfectly tailored to your lifestyle. Contact Marine Warehouse today, 910-799-1277, or visit marinewarehousecenter.com.
At Reed's Jewelers, we know that the rules of engagement were made to be broken. So don't settle for the first ring you see in the case. When you put a ring on it, make the moment your own with something that's just as unique as your love. Whether you're going big, keeping it subtle, or finding a happy medium, we're here to help you say I do with a one-of-a-kind design. Because doing things your own way is what makes them mean everything. Visit Reed's Jewelers in store at Mayfair Town Center and Independence Mall, or online at reeds.com to chat with an expert today.
Back here at Buffalo Wild Wings, all the Eastwood Road location. Mike Vaccaro with the coach, Takayo Siddle, talking to Takayo. Again, back at it next Monday as well. Time for the Carolina Ford Dealers Player of the Week this week. If you guessed Nolan Hodge, you guessed right. In the 3 games, he averaged almost 19 points a game, 18.7 to be exact. He's currently 6th in the conference with that average. Had a career-high 21 against Mount Olive and Kent State. He is 3rd in the conference right now, 47.3% from 3, and is 10 of 21 from three-point range. He's had 4 threes twice this season, both the career high as well. Coach, maybe you look back to the game against Texas Tech in the NCAA tournament where he had 18 points in that NCAA game. And maybe you look at that and kind of foreshadowing a little bit of what we're seeing here early on this season. Is that the way you see it?
Yeah, I do. I think it did a lot for his confidence. He's had some good games over his career, but I think it did a lot for his confidence. He took that, went into the summer and worked his tail off. And I think that for him, we've always seen that, but on a consistent level, we haven't. And I've always seen that talent. I've always seen that ability to just score the basketball with ease. And so now the challenge for him is developing a process for himself that he feels comfortable with so he can continue to get better throughout the year so he can be that consistent scorer for us. So, I'm happy for him, and I look forward to seeing what he can do this year. I think he's going to have a big year.
And it's taken him a while to get to this point, minutes-wise, role-wise as well. Easily, he could have looked elsewhere, but him and Noah Ross, 4-year guys, 4-year seniors, they stuck this through and obviously want to end with another championship. What does that say for those two guys from that standpoint as well, the loyalty that they have provided for this program?
Yeah, great kids, two of the best. When I look at the guys that have impacted this program since I've been here, those guys stand out to me. Them, Shaquem, Donovan, Jalen Sims, guys like that, they really stand out to me as being in that category with those guys, and they're family to me. The loyalty is something that you don't see nowadays. So for them to want to stick it out with me and the staff and this university and this community, and I think it says a lot about who they are as people, how they were raised. So very thankful for those two guys and their families, man. It's it's a joy being around those guys every day.
Yeah, always great to see Derek and Jill at the games, supporting that. Nolan Hodge having a great season, great start to the year. Our Carolina Ford Dealers Player of the Week. When you drive a smart and powerful Ford F-150, you're ready to tackle any job. Game on. See your Carolina Ford Dealer, proud partner of Seahawk Athletics. Next up for UNCW, tomorrow night, Trask Coliseum, ECU in town. Joshua has a great question. With so many new players on this roster, how do you let them know that this is a rivalry game and it's a big game? Certainly for this fans' perspective, even though it's non-conference, fans still look at this as a big game.
Oh, yeah. I mentioned it a little bit yesterday, but I think the guys that have already been here and been a part of this game, I think they can explain it a little bit better than I can. One of the main focuses for us is not letting the magnitude of the game get us chaotic, get us out of character. So we've talked about that more than talking about the rivalry. Last year we didn't, I wouldn't say we downplayed it, but we didn't really talk about it as much. Just talk about what a rivalry game could bring. Everybody's going to play a little harder. It's going to be a little trash talking going on. But the team who can lock in and focus on doing their job and executing the game plan, who's going to be the toughest, that's the team that's going to win. So we tend to focus on those things more than talking about the rivalry.
Yeah, it's been a couple of years since the Pirates were here in Trask Coliseum, so it should be a great environment again. Not many tickets, if there's any left, for that game. So if you're interested in coming out, certainly go online, uncwsports.com, to get those tickets before that. We're going to take our final break here. When we get back, we're going to talk more about that matchup and about UNCW getting ready for the Pirates tomorrow night. Stay with us. We'll wrap things up next here from Buffalo Wild Wings' Old Eastwood Road location.
At Pawn USA, we buy, sell, trade, and loan money on almost anything. Buying? Come check out our amazing inventory at our 5 convenient locations. Selling? We can give you cash or a loan for your items on the spot. Find a Pawn USA nearest you in Wallace, Charlotte, Leland, and in Wilmington, and we'll work with you for an enjoyable and beneficial experience. Ask about our free layaway plan and check us out at pawnusa.net and on eBay. There's always a new find at Pawn USA.
I'm Josh Barber for Capital Ford Lincoln of Wilmington. It's our desire to be Wilmington's premier source for all your automotive needs. Our knowledge, selection, and most importantly, customer service is second to none. Whether you're in the market for a new or used vehicle, need regularly scheduled maintenance, technical repair, or collision service, we invite you to experience the way we do business. So come see us at Capital Ford Lincoln of Wilmington on Oleander Drive and let us be your car dealer. Remember, if you buy anywhere else, you'll pay too much, and go Seahawks.
Hampton Inn University and Hampton Inn Suites Landville Park are proud UNCW Seahawks sponsors. Award-winning hotels providing rooms, suites, catering, and meeting rooms. Ask for the Seahawks special. Call 910-399-9006. That's 910-399-9006. HamptonInns.com and support the Seahawks.
Today we have two very special guests on our program, introducing Lem and Lime.
Hello.
For Starry Lemon Lime Soda.
Thanks for having us.
What is Starry Lemon Lime Soda?
It's a crisp, clear burst of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine-free.
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to Starry than the other. Who is it?
We're both important.
So it could just as easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, that doesn't sound right. Oh, I like it. So you saying hip-hop could be hop-hip. Works for me.
Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Starry hits different.
The Coast is calling. Spend your next 4 years at UNC Wilmington. Learn more at uncw.edu/coast.
Keith Altman with Alpha Mortgage. As a former Seahawk, I know the importance of teamwork. So whether you're here at Trask Coliseum or at beautiful Brooks Field, take comfort in knowing that my team has you covered. From downtown to the suburbs to the beach. Give Alpha Mortgage a call. And go Hawks!
When it comes to industrial, hydraulic, hose, and marine supplies, FP Fensel Supply Company is a company you can trust. If we don't have what you need in stock, we'll get it. If you need help troubleshooting a problem, we'll do our best to solve it at competitive prices. We call it the Fensel Focus. Simply put, we know trust comes from a good experience, and we've been providing that to our customers from Wilmington to Jacksonville for 50 years. On the web at fenselsupply.com. That's FENSEL supply.com.
Preparing for the big game, athletes practice countless hours year-round. Then, it's game time, and their fans get to see the results, cheering on their team to a win. At Coastline Insurance, we're working hard behind the scenes, preparing for when you need us, because we want our customers to be our biggest fans. Let Coastline Insurance shop your coverage and find out why we say, when we shop, you win. Find us online at coastlineinsurance.com.
Back to wrap things up this afternoon, very first of the season. Our Talkin to Takayo here at Buffalo Wild Wings Old Eastwood Road location. Mike McCarroll with the coach, Takayo Siddle. Again, next show will be next Monday as well, back here at noon. Tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, ECU in town. UNCW and the Pirates hooking up, both teams 2-1 on the season. You look at this, Coach, both teams with some size, obviously. Their leading scorer averaging 20 and almost 11 points, Giovanni Emajuru, coming from George Mason. Is he one of those guys you kind of mark on your scouting report?
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's the key to their team, to be honest. I have to give Coach Schwartz a lot of credit. Every time we've played them since I've been here, they played different. You know, he's kind of played to his personnel, and yeah, the big boy is he's a monster. So they try to high-low him a lot. They try to hit him on seals a lot. Everything is focused around him. So it's going to take a total team effort, being able to keep the basketball from getting inside, being able to rebound the basketball. It's going to be one of those physical, grinded-out type games. I always talk to you about speed versus power. That's what it's going to have to be for us. We're going to have to steal some easy buckets, get out in transition, do some different things. But I'm excited to see our guys get out there and compete.
Statistically, through 3 games, they're not a very good three-point shooting team. They average less than 4, average 18 points a game. Does that change what you do defensively?
You
knocking on wood.
Mike, I get on my staff about saying stuff like that all the time. I don't want to hear it.
I said statistically.
I don't want to hear it. We know what we have to take away. We can't let them stand out there and shoot wide open shots. So we don't want to talk about that. We have to focus on keeping the basketball from getting inside and doing our job. When it gets there, we have to rebound the basketball. We have to play personnel. We have to do all of those things, but it's a rivalry game. People are going to throw in some shots. We don't want to talk about that.
Both teams very good at rebounding teams. UNCW first in the conference at 45 rebounds a game. ECU averaging over 40 a game. Should be a battle. Should be a good one. Another maybe historic one between these two in Trask Coliseum. Coach, best of luck.
Thank you, Mike.
Again, tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, Trask Coliseum, ECU in town. If you cannot make it out, we'll have that game for you, 6:45 on Flow College and also on The Breeze as well. For our entire crew, thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week for another Talkin' to Takayo right here at Buffalo Wild Wings' old Eastwood Road location.